paradise.
So
What
nice.
a start to the morning. So nice. It's Sunday morning and we just thought let's come down for a sunrise swim. It is choppy, isn't it?
Oh my god.
We didn't even go in past the break because the way, like the current, there is signs that it's quite a strong current. It sucks you in. It's unbelievable, the power of the waves. But so nice. It actually wasn't that cold. It's a bit like cold when you go in first, but then once you're in, it is just so nice, and the sun is just
Perfect way to wake up.
Perfect way to wake up. All dried and changed. It is just honestly the most beautiful morning ever. It's so peaceful. It's just something about getting up early and coming down towards the beach for sunrise. It just
Especially Bondi because it's always pricing.
it is busy. Yeah, there's so many people out and about already, which is so nice. But we are gonna go get a coffee now. And because actually it is Sunday morning, they do this Bondi markets here on a Saturday and a Sunday. I think they kick off at 9. It's just 7 now. So we can get a coffee, probably go for a wee walk around and then head into the markets and see if they have any nice little bits.
And it was 40.
Never had coffee in Promenade, and we just seen actually the new restaurant. It's called Ethos. It opened late August, I think, but I didn't realize it was actually here, a part of Promenade. So we must try that out sometime for dinner.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Greek food is one of our faves. But we actually just looked up the Bondi markets on a Sunday. They don't open till 10, and it's only like 7:15 now, so we're not gonna hang around till 10 o'clock. Finish up our coffee. A little bit more people watching.
Make your way to Aldi then, get the shop.
Yeah, actually we will. We'll do our food shop. It's handy getting it done early in the morning when it's not as busy, because it's Sunday afternoon.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, you do not want to be in the shops. It's
You need to have the patience of a
hectic.
saint.
We are gonna try Aldi. Like, we never really shop in Aldi here. We want, is
There's
there?
one in Rosebery. I was getting a haircut the last day and I seen it. It actually looks pretty nice. It looks like the ones at home, so
Yeah.
hopefully it'll be good.
Well, that'll be good. We'll give that a go this week, because we usually go between Coles and Woolies, but we'll give the Aldi a go and then home and make breakfast, because I'm actually getting hungry already. You got rye sourdough. Yum! Fridge is fully restocked. That's always the worst part about doing a shop, is putting everything away. But we have just made some breakfast. We both made yogurt bowls because we have loads of Greek yogurt in there now. And I topped mine with some banana. I made a quick raspberry chia jam. It's literally just frozen raspberries and a tablespoon of chia seeds in the microwave for a minute. I have some little sunflower seeds, cinnamon and almond butter, and a pinch of salt. Done the shop in the cannery in Rosebery, and it was absolutely unreal. I can't believe I've never been there. It's 5 minutes from our apartment, and it's got loads of little like cafes and some restaurants and loads of different like niche shops. really lovely. We did get a loaf of rye sourdough in the bakery as well in there. It's called Frenchie's, and we had a little taste. It is so nice, so I'll definitely be going back there. The Aldi's actually really good. It's definitely the best Aldi that I've been to in Sydney, because the one that we used to go to in Maroubra just isn't great. Like, it doesn't have a great selection, but that one was really good. So highly recommend, if you are nearby, check out the Aldi in the Cannery. A bit of a shave myself, had a full shower and washed my hair. It was so badly needed. There is no better feeling. I'm doing a bit of a meal prep. I'm just chopping up some veggies and sweet potato to roast in the oven, so it's just easy to heat them up as I go throughout the week. I cannot believe the weather, like, it's changed so drastically this last hour. It's 1:30 now, and it's like, it looks like it's gonna rain. There is rain forecasted for today, but because it was such a lovely morning, we just didn't think it would end up turning. Still super warm and kind of muggy out, but it feels like it is definitely going to rain. I just finished The Summer I Turned Pretty. I watched the last episode there while I was eating my lunch. Oh my god, I loved it. It was so good. Such a feel-good show. I totally get the hype because it was all over my TikTok, Instagram, like everything is all I was seeing. And I never actually watched season 1 or 2 until about a month ago I started, and I've been binge watching it most evenings. I love when you find a show where you're excited to go and watch it every night. I think that cauliflower is one of the most underrated vegetables. When you cook it right, as in baking it in the oven, like roasting the cauliflower with a little bit of olive oil, salt, pepper, smoked paprika, cumin, and a little bit of chili, so lovely. It is a veg that I will cook in advance because it's so tedious when you cut it off, because the florets come away and it goes everywhere. So I just like to do it once in bulk and then keep it in the fridge, and I just heat it up as I use it throughout the week. This is the cauliflower all coated in the spices, so I just done a drizzle of olive oil, smoked paprika, cumin, salt, pepper, and a little bit of coriander leaf, just dried coriander leaf. I know it's not the best to roast any kind of food in foil, but I'm out of my parchment paper and I didn't get some today in Aldi. I forgot, so foil will have to do today. But I'm gonna pop them in. I have my carrots and sweet potato in there. Popping the cauliflower in. And then I also have my beef cooked here, so I think I'm just gonna do like taco bowls for my lunch for the week. I did add a can of black beans as well as like taco seasoning. Black beans are a great addition because they honestly don't taste of anything. They just blend in nicely with the beef, but they add a good bit of fiber and a lot of bulk to this. So with just the beef alone, I probably would have gotten about 3 servings, but when I add the black beans, like, that gives me 4 to 5 servings easily, so that's very handy. I'm just gonna let that calm down there. And then I do have some delicious stewed apples. I have been doing this so often. I wish you could smell this. It literally smells like apple tart or apple pie, but I just put a tiny bit of ghee in the pan to really soften them. That is 2 full apples, so that'll do 3 servings that I can add to my yogurt bowls or my porridge. It just makes it so delicious and tasty, and also adds a good bit of fiber as well. Putting in that little bit of time on a Sunday just to even prep some ingredients, like the way I'm roasting some veggies, does honestly save a lot of time and a lot of like thinking during the week, because you know what you've got prepped, so you're going to use it, rather than try and reinvent the wheel every evening for dinner, or like rushing in the morning to put a lunch together. Like, you've got your meal sorted. Tired?
I'm zonked after my check-ins, so battery drained.
You poor thing. Working on a weekend.
Working 7 days a week.
Working
Sleeping 7 too.
This is my Sunday prep all done. So I haven't done actual proper meals. I've just kind of done ingredients, but I did build my lunch for tomorrow. So this is the taco bowl I was talking about. I have a base of rocket, my sweet potato and roasted carrots, my beef and black beans, some tomatoes and salsa on top. I usually do a couple lunches in advance, but for the likes of this, because there is rocket in the bottom, I don't really like leaving that for a couple days in the fridge, because it gets kind of wet and soggy and it doesn't taste too pleasant when you leave it a few days. But I do have my ingredients all here, so it's super easy to throw into lunchbox the night before and take with me for lunch. I have my overnight oats with chia seeds and berries here, my roasted cauliflower for dinner bowls, or I can chuck them into lunch bowls as well. I have my stewed apples, which are the perfect topping for a little dessert yogurt bowl in the evening, or to add to my oats, either or. And then some boiled eggs, because I did get a nice fresh loaf of sourdough this morning, so like having 2 eggs already boiled, a piece of toast in the morning, 2 eggs, you're sorted. That is my little Sunday prep for this week. You know when you sit down and you just feel so tired all of a sudden? I suppose we were up at 5 this morning. But I do prefer like having a busier morning and then taking like the latter part of the day easy. I just love mornings here. Like, it is true, everybody that comes to Australia becomes a morning person. It is so hard not to, because like the sun rises at the beaches, so everybody just heads towards the beaches, particularly around the eastern suburbs, and like there's just no better start. Sunrise, coffee, walk, fresh air, sea. I just love it so much. We were debating what to do for the rest of the day, because we were planning on going for a nice big long walk down in Maroubra or else around Centennial, but it's just so windy, like really windy now, and it's kind of like, it started raining, drizzling a little bit, and I feel like it's gonna do another downpour, so don't really fancy going for a walk anymore. We were talking maybe bowling or else cinema. There is one film in the cinema, it's a Leonardo DiCaprio, I can't even remember what it's called, but he said that the ratings were quite good, so we might actually go to the cinema this evening, which would be nice because we haven't been in so long, but it is a good excuse to go when you can't really do much outside. Well, you can obviously, but it's not the best weather to spend the evening outside. So cinema date could be the plans for the rest of the evening, but I'm just gonna chill now for a little bit. I do have a course that I need to do online, so I might just do that now. We have decided on cinema, so we are on our way there now, and it has just started lashing again. So it's a sign for a cozy night in. I'm living in this aloe tracksuit, so nice. It's all lined with fleece, so I was delighted to put it on, because even though it's still warm out, the cinemas are always freezing. Like, they ramp up the AC in the spring summer, so we always have to wrap up when we're going to the cinema. But we're going to watch one battle after another, so it is the Leonardo DiCaprio movie, and it's meant to be quite good. Like, it has got a lot of good ratings, so hopefully it's a comedy / drama. Don't really know much else about it, but hopefully it'll be good, and we'll get some popcorn. And I do have a little chucky, these little bars that you got in Aldi today. They're the sea salt ones. They're really handy because they're just a nice little serving.
Ben Richard.
We are back in the car.
What a bad movie.
I don't think I've ever watched a worse film in my life. Like, what even was that?
It was the most woke movie I've ever seen.
It just made, like, oh my god, it was so bad. Like, you know, one of them films where you're just looking at the clock. Oh my god, and I was waiting for it to get good, but it was just
All over the place.
awful, like so bad. And there's so many reviews up on TikTok, and you know, even what we were reading of people raving about it.
Clearly people don't know what a good movie is.
Oh my god, such a shame. What a rubbish movie. Do not go watch that if you're
Leonardo
thinking.
DiCaprio is on the way down. He
It's
has
such a
made
shame.
terrible movies in recent years.
I'm just home about to take off my makeup, and I thought I would do it with you just to close off this vlog. So, cracking into a new cleansing oil. This is the Anua Heart Leaf Cleansing Oil. It also has vitamin E in it. It's so nice. I always do an oil cleanse first. I did use the Ionique cleansing oil. I go between a couple different cleansing oils, but this one is my favorite. So I finished my Ionique one. I'm delighted to crack into this. So clean hands always, and I just put a couple squirts in. It's really easy to work with the cleansing oil over a balm because it's really liquidy already, so you don't need to melt it. And I just rub it all over. Oils are so good at removing all of the makeup. It just melts it off, even stubborn mascara. You can rinse off with lukewarm water, but I like to use a cloth or like one of these little sponge kind of microfiber things, and it just sweeps off all that makeup. And by doing this, you can really like get into your hairline, because sometimes when you're splashing your face, you don't really get into your hairline. My second cleanse, I like to use a cleansing foam. This is also from Anua. It's the same range actually. This is the Heart Leaf, I can't even pronounce this word, Queer Sentinel Pore Deep Cleansing Foam. It is fab. I really like to take my time and make sure I'm cleansing my skin for like at least a minute and a half to 2 minutes. I am very acne prone and suffered with acne for years, like all throughout my teenage years. I done 2 rounds of Accutane and everything and it still came back. So making sure my skin is super clean before going to bed is so important. Skin is feeling super clean now, and this is where I would go in with an active product. So I do alternate on different nights with exfoliation. I use azelaic acid and I also use retinol. Well, a type of retinoid is actually tretinoin that I use. It is just a stronger type of retinoid and I love it. But tonight I'm actually going to go in with my azelaic acid. I've been using the Anua azelaic acid. This is, I don't know what percentage it is. It says azelaic acid 10 plus hyaluron. It's quite hydrating, really nice on the skin. I love it, but I have been looking out for a little bit of a stronger azelaic acid. Azelaic acid is an active product and it's really good for like acne prone skin or pigmentation, and it helps fight off bacteria that may cause acne. So this is one that I actually just got in Priceline, and it is like a medicated azelaic acid. It is 20%. I use it like twice a week and I do like it so far. Just use it a little bit and spread it all over my skin. You do not want to be too heavy-handed with active products, especially starting out, because you don't know how your skin is going to tolerate them. Cycling azelaic acid and tretinoin really has done absolute wonders for my skin. Like, I've been using tretinoin for a couple of years now and it is just, it's such a good product, but you need to be like really careful with it, because if you go overboard it can be far too much for your skin and you can have a lot of peeling, which I have experienced as well, but I was just adding too much to my skin. But the smoothness that you feel when you use the right products, and always remember to include your neck. The last 2 products that I finished with is the Medicube Collagen Serum and the Medicube Collagen Cream. I just love these. About 2 pumps. Rubbing it all over my face and neck. It is so lightweight, it feels just beautiful on your skin. It's a fresh pot. I don't think I'll ever find a cream that I love as much as this one. It feels so like expensive, luxurious, rich. It is just so lovely to apply. For the price point, like, it's so good. The last thing I do is I pop a little bit of organic castor oil on the spoolie and I just run it through my eyebrows. It's good for hair growth, thickness of the brows. Also run it through my lashes. Skincare all done. I am ready for bed. I'm gonna have a cup of peppermint tea before I brush my teeth, but I'm gonna wrap up this vlog here. So hopefully you enjoyed watching. A like and subscribe goes a long way and it is very much appreciated. But thank you for watching and I'll see you next week. Bye.